Welcome, you're with Chris at Car Cave in Aiken, South Carolina. Tonight we're looking at a 95 Land Rover Defender 90, just shy of 100,000 miles, has about 97.5 on it. It's previously torn down by owner, previous owner. We'll use the word previous twice today. Why not? For a repaint, they did some pretty extensive mechanical work. So we'll get to all that. Our website's carcaveusa.com. The phone number is 803-262-4742. All our social media handles are Car Cave USA, and we can get you financing. So if you're interested, reach out. Kind of depends on how you're looking to finance it and a couple other factors, because classic car lending is a little bit different. We don't do it in-house, but we'll give you a referral. We'll help you along the way. So if you need it, reach out. We're here. It's either me answering the phone or Jake 98% of the time. So back to the Defender itself. Found out of Bain, France, like an hour and a half, 2 hours southwest of Le Mans. Like I said, there was a professional Land Rover shop that had done a tear-down repaint. They took off the front wings. The hood was off. They were into the timing of the motor. They went through it pretty deep. And did it in blue. I looked at it and I saw that they had bothered to take out the seat box, take it apart. When you get in here underneath the mats, they got all your floor pans. They're really clean. So it was taken a ways down when they did it. The paint's good. It's not perfect. It's not concourse level, but we're also not asking a six-figure Defender. It's a good dry climate, well-sorted, mechanically sound Defender. There's not been a lot of bolt-ons and frills and changing the suspension. Your galvanized front bumper is going to be different. You still have the original incandescent fixtures all around. Your black grills. You have the addition of black checker plate on the bonnet, or hood as we say in the US. Someone's contrasted and painted the hinges up here. And looks like the windscreen all the way across is clean. Usually, those seals have cracked all the way around, so someone has replaced it. And they went with a different hinge style for the fold down hinge. Can't explain why, or also why, which is found on older Defenders. You have your lock here in the grill and your old hole for the crank. Some people like the style, they'll change them up. Each to his own when it comes to these. It's like old Jeeps that get modified. It does have mud flaps all four corners. Black steel wheels. I like those style steel wheels. The side steps on it, so they fold down going all the way around. And you can see all the spot welds are still in place going down the side, which is good. That's indicative somebody didn't slap a bunch of filler in the thing and they went back for paint. And your door bottoms are sound too. All your door frames, door bottoms. You can see someone cleaned them up and they went through. And I believe it was done a few years ago. We actually never got it imported to the US. We sold it once in Belgium. Owner had it for about 14 months, 16 months, and then past Belgium technical control, we put some miles on it, not a lot. And he wanted to change up his direction. I think he wanted a bigger overlanding vehicle. So he was registered in Belgium from the last owner, but we actually bought it the first time down in Bain, France. You have good tread depth. The Michelins are a good tire. The 750 R16 is basically 235/85, which is the right height. On these, it's a good tire, good height, good size. Going underneath, you can see the rear cross members clean. They'd cleaned up the chassis before, all your outriggers. Like I said, there's floor pans in here. And we'll go back. Side, your bottom pans. And that's really what you want to see, is looking at one of these that's dry. And you'll probably say, hey, why isn't this thing price tired? It has good miles on it, it's mechanically sound, you went through it. When you go look, their body work, they didn't go through, and in my opinion, they didn't fix dents. They painted it, but really, if you want to take it to the next level, and you can see it, we're not trying to hide from it. Their paint work wasn't great. I think they were probably Land Rover mechanic shop, and I don't know who painted it. They did good mechanical, it seems. We did some. Let me see if I can get lower here instead of the inside. There it is, back of the outrigger. So, and the VIN you want to see. And you do have a little bit of corrosion starting on the bottom of this door. My thought was I would actually rip it off the top, half door it, and make it a convertible platform. The reason we're not is we're just getting cars we have in order painted. It's going to be 2025 before that happens, very easily. So if we took on another project, we might get this to market next summer. This is how it is. We have enough things to paint right now. You'll see some in back that we're working on. They're torn down. So that's what I do with it, because it is, you'll go back in the chassis, the spot welds down the side. You can see them here in the body, and you can see the corrosion there in the door. But you can bolt on new doors. The tub's what you want to make sure is sound, and then your chassis. So as you can see, your rear cross member is virgin. And that's just natural. You're going to get the corrosion. It's galvanic corrosion. It's due to dissimilar metals. It's a chemical reaction. Pull this mat out too. But you know, your bulkhead, your floor pans, everything's clean. So this would be an excellent driver. It would be an excellent, easy platform if somebody wanted to. And I would personally leave it blue, leave the inside, go back through and repaint it if you wanted to. Or my personal Defender is not the most attractive thing, but I can tell you it drives. It is mechanically sound. It is a pleasant car. There might be 50 grand worth of parts on it, so it does drive, and it does it extremely well. But I'm not worried about winning a beauty contest with it. So this one, if you wanted to use it and go out in the bush, you're not going to cry if you scratch it, but you know you have a good solid base, and it looks good. It's a good color. You can see just a little bit forming here, but the door's solid. Someone made their rear door panel out of wood, and they have 2 screws in here for their fold down table that you need to remove. You know, fold down table. The back is a little bit of a texture paint, so you can see the texture in it, and they painted it in a blue contrast. You don't have a headliner, and the roof looks like it's you know, the roof lines here, it looks like somebody liked the style roof where they riveted the roof panels, the veins going down. Still has the Alpine windows. You can choose to put a headliner back in or not. 2 rear seats, they're new. And that's why it was. They like doing wood in the back of these. They put wood decking in here. Not sure the purpose. You have a rear step, you have rear mud flaps, and you have your trailer hitch. I like to put in the little black here. You have a coin tray up top, dual USB ports, and glow plugs. We can do driving video for you. Be pretty easy. Drives well. We used it for a daily driver for a little bit. Maintenance wise, we did all the clutch hydraulics, and we switched over to a single clutch line. Replaced the rear A-frame and bushings. We did a valve cover, valve adjustment, the air cleaner dump valve, a transmission flush, transfer case flush. Now I'm reading over here, so that's why our pa's staring at the car. A-frame chassis hardware. We use AMSOIL. We did grease in the swivel balls and adjust the parking brake. We did the reverse light, it wasn't working, and the dash lights. The cigarette lighter, when we got it, wasn't working, so we switched over to those dual USB plugs. Yeah, let's see, what else on here? We removed the hood lock because I don't think we had a key when we got it. That wasn't fun. It says we did the lower dash finisher. We bled the clutch system, new slave cylinder, new master cylinder, and the lines in between. So put a new fixture here, and one here for the reverse. And it might be our entire list of maintenance that we did. That's right, but this style, it is here. I'm sorry. It's after hours. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Might have to set you down for a second. So, not sure why they went with the old school latch here instead of underneath. Some people prefer that because the cables go bad and they have a key latch here. We removed the hasp so it couldn't lock because we didn't have the key. So it's gone because you could put it in the lock position and lock yourself out. Looks like distribution. See how it says Distra 150. What was it at 157? So 7,000 kilometers ago is when they did the teardown. I have pictures of it. It'll be online so you can see they did a teardown repaint. You get into down here underneath your master cylinders, you want to, clutch and brake, you want to make sure people didn't spill fluid. He'll start eating the middle. And same with underneath the air box, which might be hard to see, but those are susceptible to rust. Same with all your bulkhead going down. You're right here in these corners, your hinges. So it's a very healthy sound, good running Defender. 300 TDI. I don't know if you can read the block code. It's 16L, which is the proper one here. Shift's good. I don't know what I'll say about it. It's a solid, going to be good purchase for someone that will make a very good driver. You can modify it how you want. Set up as a trail truck. It's there, cool color, all around solid. But I try to give you all the details, even the problem areas, because Defenders have a lot of them. So you want to make sure you're buying a good chassis vehicle. And around here, we do stuff like this TD5 50th anniversary, the Bronco. We're having a Defender green party today. Got a V8 NAS. We have a full shop in back too. The Duchevaux, a 3000 GT VR4 peeking out. V8 fuel injected, 110, 560 SEL. It's in for a lot more upgrades. So as you can see, we have a wide range. Nissan Pulsar, a Supra, a Fulvia, a Z3 M Coupe, a Renault 5 GT Turbo, a 2002, a Trans Am. So we'll walk back in the shop. We're recoating our floor, so excuse the mess down here. We're scraping up all the epoxy. Some KZJs, so a good Toyota, nice little Hilux truck. It's beautiful condition, 50th anniversary, NAS, an Escort, and another automatic over there, and a Range Rover Classic and a Defender 110. So you've seen a little bit of car cave back here. If you have any questions, reach out 803-262-4742 or carcaveusa.com.